Hi, I'm Daniel, and I haven't made a Gumball video since January, so I should change that. You looked the episode I could make a video on, and spun a wheel to decide which. I'm glad I yanked on the detective. This episode has what should be a happening during it, where it puts a brilliant genre towards it. The framing device with Anna's narration and parodying a crime show is greatly done here. The detective even stands out from season 4, which are probably the best seasons without a compliment. In this video, discuss why this episode managed to work so well. This episode focuses on Anais, and I really like the other episodes. After a certain point, too many of them focus on a yak of friends, which can be fun but gets too tired of a premise. I prefer episodes that explore her intelligence, and I like seeing her mostly on her own here. The plot is the perfect way to have Anais' plot, for her investigating Daisy the Donkey's disappearance. Star sets up a dark and kind of creepy atmosphere as quiet music plays to her toys, and it looks more suspicious as it goes on. Noticing a cracked window and a picture of Gumball and Darwin. This is great at establishing the tone, and Anais' narration over as well sets up the mystery and investigation element. She finds cereal and stuffing on the floor while Daisy is missing. This episode works well with both a parody of detective genre with how simple the situation is compared to a real crime case, but also as a genuine one. I previously brought up what Gumball can do both well in my video on the joy, but I think it deserves repeating here. Kids haven't seen these adult crime shows, so may not pick up on the parody angle. Even with that, it serves as a good mystery story to get the audience invested. These type of parodies may serve as a great introduction to these tropes and stories. Anna suspects Gumball and Dan were involved due to the cues and taste the milk on the floor that had way too much sugar. This episode isn't subtle on acting like the cereal or certain mind-altering substances. Gumball and Dan had a sugar binge, and Daisy were caught in between. Something interesting this episode does is have fake flashbacks. They fail in the story and are mostly accurate to what happened before. The episode kind of throws you into the aftermath and tries to give backstory. However, most of what's shown is just Anais imagining what happened, which is used care by one mismediator. Following the episode, Rich is at home and is great. Anais interrogates him while he is confused by the situation and breaking the framing device. Anais refers to what she is doing as royalty subscription television, mysteriously mumbly southern detective. That is a funny joke of what this is parodying, and it's funny to break away from that. Most of this scene is just talking normally, but after, Richard is acting and begs about not hurting his boys. Richard is funny as just being in the background of this episode, doing stuff like having to wait to use the bathroom, and other stuff. The investigation goes to the bathroom floor, where Sierra is found there. There was an argument between them and someone lost. If Darwin lost, there will be tears, and if Gumball lost, there will be spit. He tried disposing evidence, but a bin and toothbrush had been taken, and the suspects Darwin tried to run away, and Gumball was disposing of Daisy. Then there's a montage where Anais can't sleep, with somehow music over it. This is until she finds Darwin in the shed and breaks in to get answers. Darwin tries to flashback in the accent, but only Anais can do it, so back to regular voice. I like how Anais tries to control the situation with this episode. In a more regular Gumball style, Darwin explains how they were high on cereal and destroyed Daisy, and tells that Gumball's in the cellar where he's trying to go underground but he didn't know what it meant. So took it literally by trying to dig into the ground. This episode was funny. Anais uses a fake gun to threaten Gumball, only to realise he had the toothbrush. Gumball was the one trying to run away while Darwin had Daisy. This was a great twist that was well foreshadowed and misled. The graphics go intense over a monologue. She is trying to chase the garbage truck to get Daisy, but Anais can't keep up. However, Rich and the others drive in to get Daisy. This has a happy ending continuing the narration, with her saying the story wasn't as dark as she made it out to be. That is about it. The story itself didn't need to have a lot happen, but the framing device makes it amazing. It has a dark tone of investigating a crime scene, with clever twists along the way. The narration element adds a lot, and there's some cool visuals and symbolism here. It is mostly a parody, and it is funny, mostly by shifting the parody moments to regular Gumball. The clash is great comedy and a funny episode. It also presents the story genuinely well to make the detective another strong Gumball episode. I keep reviewing other top tier episodes of Gumball. In conclusion, I hope you enjoy my analysis of this Gumball episode. I could do more on other episodes or from the show in general. I am trying to get better at uploads in GI. If you enjoyed this video, consider pressing subscribe and watching more. Like my other Gumball videos I made so far. The end.